No comment, no interviews, no thank you. Those are the answers we keep getting from elected officials when we ask to speak to them about our special investigation into the death penalty. I'm ABC15 investigator Dave Biscobing. For months, we've worked with ProPublica to dig into the extreme secrecy with how Maricopa County picks death penalty cases. We found a secret panel helps the county attorney pick cases, and they've selected hundreds of them, with only a fraction ending in a death sentence. The cost, huge, hundreds of millions. We believe the secrecy, that record, the huge expense, it all deserves a real response from your elected leaders. And you're about to see they really don't want to talk about it. From the courtroom to the state capitol, only one elected official agreed to sit down for an interview about our investigation. That would be Representative Patty Contreras. And she knows how little people in power want to talk about the death penalty. How many years now have you tried to introduce legislation like this?
So repealing the death penalty is something that I really believe in. Every session that I've been here, which is 3 sessions now, I have introduced that.
Contreras keeps introducing a bill that would let you decide whether or not to keep the death penalty. So this is really legislation to get it in front of the voters.
Yes.
Out of all the years that you've introduced this, how many hearings have you gotten?
Big zero.
Not one.
Not one.
So what do you think is the fear then to get this out and have a discussion about it?
Frankly, I think some people just like having a death penalty. We're the Wild West, we're Arizona.
For our investigation, here's who ABC15 and ProPublica asked for interviews: the county attorney, the county board of supervisors, the attorney general, and the governor. And here's how it went with each of them. Let's start with County Attorney Rachel Mitchell. She and her office make the decision whether or not to pursue death. We first reached out for an interview 3 months ago, but Mitchell turned us down multiple times. Her office also wouldn't evaluate our findings and said they didn't know how much death penalty cases cost them. To follow up on that, but we finally got her to answer a few questions at her recent press conference.
First of all, there has never been a county attorney that's more transparent about the death penalty.
In our next report, we'll focus solely on the county attorney's answers. Now let's go to the Board of Supervisors. They control the budget, meaning the board has used hundreds of millions of our tax dollars for the death penalty over the past 2 decades. But each of the supervisors turned down 2 separate interview requests. Then there's Attorney General Chris Mays. Her office handles appeals. Through a spokesperson, she declined to comment. Same with Governor Katie Hobbs. Her spokesperson told us we will respectfully have to decline at this time. And when we say transparency, how much would you say there is?
There is no transparency.
Retired Judge David Duncan is not surprised that the governor declined to comment.
This cloak of secrecy is almost an article of faith within the death penalty process.
If Duncan's name sounds familiar, here's why.
It's a shocking irony.
He was hired by Governor Hobbs to investigate the state's execution procedures after several were botched. He claims prison officials ended up blocking some of his investigation, and then Hobbs fired him.
That one of my tasks was transparency, and on the eve of producing the report, you shut it down.
Duncan believes fear and politics are at play.
If you don't talk about it, there's maybe no risk. If you talk about it, there's a risk. Maybe you're on the wrong side of the issue, ultimately. And people maybe don't have the courage to say what they should say.
Representative Contreras agrees.
What do you see as some of the political barriers to kind of this bill gaining momentum?
Well, there needs to be political will to do it, of course. I think sometimes there's just not the will to do something so controversial.
Our reporting is not over. Far from it. We're still investigating, and we'll keep trying to get our elected officials on the record. I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.